So starting on Wednesday, what does the Wednesday program look like?
Okay, it opens up with learning about the ortho-K mold or lens. And you can't really fit a lens unless you really know what all the curves do and how does it create the effect or the treatment that you want. And so Tom takes the lens apart, curve by curve by curve, and shows you how it works. That's the first thing. Then the next section is an hour-long section, and that's on how you look at the lens with the when it's on the eye with sodium fluorescein, and then also how you do the follow-up. So the training and insertion is different than it is with a regular lens, and it's extremely important to learn how to do this right because that's how you're going to make sure your patients don't end up with eye infections. And so we teach you the proper way to actually care for these lenses, and then how to integrate the scheduling into your practice because it's a little bit different than it is with a standard soft lens. And so we go into sort of the nitty gritty of how do you put this into your practice efficiently so that you don't take an hour to do a follow-up that you could have done in 15 minutes. After that, we've got a talk on the contract, the Ortho-K contract. We've all kind of gotten away from the informed consent contracts, especially with soft lenses, because nothing ever goes wrong with them. But with Ortho-K, this contract really needs to be special. It's different, it's special, and you're going to get, oh gosh, about 10 different sample contracts, but also you'll learn the different parts of the contract that we think are important because it not only protects you, it protects the patient, it educates the patient in a well-designed contract because sometimes they'll forget to tell you things that you need to know. And so as you go over the contract, they'll bring it up and you go, oh, okay, well, I'm glad you told me you're pregnant because I didn't know that. That kind of thing. So contract is super important. And then after that, we go into each of the Ortho-K vendors is going to get up and just do a small commercial about their lens. Is how is it fit? Just the details. It's short, 15 minutes, and it'll be Paragon, it'll be Euclid, it'll be Context, Wave, iSpace, a bunch of different people. They get up with brief introductions so that when you go to Nibbles and Knowledge later, you may have an idea of who you want to hit first based on what they presented. Then Thursday, it's really cool because Thursday morning is topography morning. So we have two amazing speakers. We have Randy Kojima and Jason Jedlicka, and they're going to be each talking one about Medmont, one about Oculus. They'll first just present the pros of their particular instruments, and then after that, we have this really cool lecture from Randy on how to take really good maps. And the night before, you will have practiced with it, but he's going to go over just the details of how to take maps. He'll put some pictures up of maps that are good, maps that are bad, and how you get the maps at the quality that we really need. After that, he's going to talk about once you've got these maps and you put the lens on the eye and the patient's coming back for their 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, what are you seeing? And which maps do you choose to give you the information that you need to improve the fit or just follow the fit? And so it gives you a really good sense of what to do with this topographer. After that, we leave the topography and we go into myopia control. And you've got an hour and a half of myopia control, which is very, very exciting because that's what everybody really wants to know about now. It's the hot thing. Well, first we talk about what is the problem with myopia. Then we talk about all the different ways that we can control myopia, from Ortho-K, soft myopia control, lifestyle changes, atropine. It's going to hit all the different things and a standard Ortho-K fit to control myopia, because not all fits of Ortho-K will control myopia as well as if you change the design. So he's going to go over that. After that, then we go into troubleshooting, because sometimes you fit a lens and it doesn't always work like you thought it would work. And so we have a whole hour on putting up cases and saying, okay, what will happen with, the lens is riding high, this is how you tell, this is how you fix it. The lens is riding low, this is how you can tell, this is how you fix it. And it's a whole hour of that. After that, we have what we call an IQ, Ortho K IQ, myopia control IQ, which is like we put up a case, we put 4 questions, everybody answers it with their little phones. It's hooked into the system, and then the different answers that people have chosen go up on the screen, and then we put up the right answer. So it's like a review of what you've done. And we also have one of those earlier on Thursday morning for specifically for topography IQ. So we're going to have some nice interactions, and then you get to see what other people chose for answers and then what the right answer is. Then after that, at the very end, the dessert is Nick Despoditis. He gets up and talks for an entire hour on basically Ortho K and how it brought joy to his life and how it can bring joy to your life, and how you can really integrate it into your practice and get your staff excited and get your patients excited. So it's very motivational. We also have another motivational lecture earlier on Wednesday, in Wednesday afternoon, another one with Dr. Garowitz. So a lot of motivational, in addition to the didactic learning things. So that's why everybody, when they leave, they're so excited, because it's been so much.